Okay, so it is given that A, B, C are non-zero vector. If this show that this and this are perpendicular. So whenever you see vectors with length, actually there's nothing much you can do. This question do already. Done or haven't done? Haven't, right? Never mind, I just do. Okay, so whenever it involves length, your law of vectors does not have much things to do with length. So instead of doing that, right, it's better that we square both length. Why? Because once we square, we can change this into dot product. This is actually this dot this. And this is actually equal to this dot this. So what you're trying to achieve in the end is show that A dot B is equal to 0 lah. So that is also the reason why you will go and change it to dot product, because you want it to be 0. Okay, then just expand. Then you can see that this and this will cancel, subtract away each other. This and this will subtract each other. You bring everything over to one side and you just divide by 4. Okay, since A dot B equals to 0, A and B are perpendicular. Okay, this is pretty easy and straightforward. B part 1, explain why the result of this is a vector. So we say that A cross B plus C, B cross C plus A, and C cross A plus B are all vectors. The sum of vectors is also the sum of vectors will it's also a vector lah. Okay, not a very nice question that they put there lah, huh? B part 2, simplify that. So what you can do is just to expand the thing. Okay, we need to take note that B cross C is not the same as C cross B, or A cross B is not the same as B cross A. However, they are related. So you can actually flip it around by multiplying by a negative lah. Okay. So you only do to some of the terms, you don't do to every term. So once you do this, you can see that, oh, actually B cross A can subtract away each other, C cross A can subtract each other. What is very important is your final answer. If you write 0 as your final answer, you will get penalized, okay? So you should add 0 with the underline below, because the result of this thing is actually a vector, not a scalar. So if you never put the underline, you will mark 0. The difference is this. This is equals to this. This is equals to this. So they are two different things. So with the underline and no underline, it makes quite a lot of difference. Okay. This is not too difficult proving. Okay, next. Question 5. P is this, so OP is equals to 0, 1, 1. OQ is equals to 1, negative 2, 3. And OR is equals to negative 2, 1, 4. Find the exact projection of QR. So this is Q, this is R, onto. Does it matter where PQ is? Actually doesn't matter. Okay, so this is the length of projection. Okay, so we have this theta here. So first we need to find what is QR and QP. So QR equals to this minus that, negative 3, 3, 1. Then our PQ is equals to Q minus P. So 1 minus 3, 2. Okay, so over here I want to find that L, so I use cosine theta equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. Cosine theta formula is what? QR dot PQ over the length of QR, the length of PQ. Sorry, this is QR. So the length of projection is just equals to QR dot PQ over the length of PQ. 1 plus 9 plus 4. Negative 3, negative 12, negative 10. So because of the modulus, you can just change to 10 over square root 14. If you rationalize, then you will get 5 square root 14 over 7. Then next, two non-zero vector A and B are such that the length of A equal lambda B, and then this where this using scalar. So again, you see this question show us that if we have this modulus thingy, what we should do, we should square both sides. So this becomes A plus lambda B square. When you square this, this becomes 4. So the square will become dot product. Okay, expand this will be A square plus 2 lambda A dot B plus lambda square B square equals to 4A square minus 8 lambda A dot B plus 4 lambda square modulus B. Okay, so we bring everything to one side. I'll bring to this side lah. We will have 3A square minus 10 lambda A dot B plus 3 lambda square modulus of B. And the question did mention that A is actually lambda B. So this is actually 3 lambda square P squared. Then how do I find our cosine theta? Since they asked for cosine theta, I will write down cosine theta is equals to A dot B over the length of A, the length of B. So what is A dot B? From here, we will know that A dot B is actually equals to 6 lambda square B square divided by 10 lambda, which give us 3 lambda B square over 5. So over here become 3 lambda B square over 5 over lambda, length of A is actually lambda B times the B becomes square. Then you slowly cancel, you get your 3 over 5. Any question? No okay Okay, next. Question 6. The plane P has this equation. So this equation is the most useless form that you will have. Then you have the line. Okay, show that L is perpendicular to P. So what if L is perpendicular to P? If L is perpendicular to P, L will have the same direction vector. Not say same direction vector, as long as the direction vector of L is a multiple of the normal vector of P, then L is perpendicular to P. Okay, so first we find the normal vector of P. How to find the normal vector? We will cross it. So 2, 0, 1, cross 0, 1, -1. -1, 2, 2. Wow. Since the normal vector of P is parallel to the L1, comma, L1, L is perpendicular to P. Okay. Next, the line M meets and find the coordinate where L and P intersect. So this is my P. This is my L. So they will intersect here. We call it M lah. So we know that OM is on the line L, so we can write OM as 1 minus lambda, 1 plus 2 lambda, 3 plus 2 lambda. Since M is also on the plane, then we know that if I put it into the plane equation, oh shit, I don't have the plane equation. So let's get the plane equation first. In scalar product form is equals to this dot a point on the plane 130 lah. So that will give us -15. So lambda minus 1 plus 2 plus 4 lambda plus 6 plus 4 lambda equals to 5. 6 is 5, correct? Yeah, you look ready. One, 3, 6. Correct. Number look weird. 8. 9 lambda equals to -2. Lambda equals -2/9. Correct or not? Oh, 300 only. 4. 13 ah. 2/3. So they want the coordinate of m, so you better write as m. So m is just 1 minus 2/3, 1/3. 1 plus 4/3, 7/3. 3 plus 4/3, 13/3. Okay, next. The line M meets L at the point A and meets P at this. The line Ln is the reflection of this. Show that this is this. Find the acute angle. What are they talking about? Okay, so this is what they are talking about. There's another line called line M. So this is line M. This is just the line just now. Line M meets at A 113. And meets P at 134. Then N is the reflection, so N is the reflection, so N is this line. So in order to find line N, we need the direction vector of line N. Okay, and to find the direction vector of line N, we need 2 points on line N. Okay, one of the point we have is point B already. We need another point. So how to find another point? Another point is the reflection of A by M. Okay, so we let A prime be x, y, z lah. Then we know that x plus 2 divided by 2 must be equals to 1/3. Y plus 2 divided by 2 must be 7/3. And then z plus 2 divided by 2 must be 13/3. So this is 2/3 -4/3. 2/3 minus 2. Yeah. This one will be y is equals to 14/3 minus 2, 8/3. Then that z must be equals to 26/3. Wrong eh. What did I do wrong? Why I write 2, 2, 2? Why did I write 2, 2, 2 sia? This is 1. This is 1. This is 3. Where I get 2, 2, 2 from? 2/3. 2/3 minus 1. -1/3. Y equals to 14/3, 11/3. Z equals to 26/3, 17/3. So A prime is this. So to find the direction vector of the line N, we will do MA prime. MA prime will be negative 1/3 11 over 3, 17 over 3, subtract 1/3 7 over 3, 13 over 3. Negative. Negative 2/3 4 over 3, 4 over 3. Wrong eh? What's wrong? What's wrong? Wrong. I should not be finding MA prime. I should be finding A prime B, or sorry, A prime B. I should find BA prime. So this one minus B134. So negative 4 over 3, 2 over 3, 5 over 3. So we can write this as 1/3 negative 4 to 5. Therefore, line N will have the equation. Why we choose 134? 134 is your point B, plus mu negative 425, where mu is an element of real number. Okay, next. Find the acute angle between the plane N and P. So to find the acute angle, so this is the line L. Then this is the plane. This is the angle. So instead of finding that angle, what we do, we find this angle alpha first. So cosine alpha is equals to, what is the direction vector? The normal vector of plane P is what? What's the normal vector of plane P? Negative 1, 2, 2 dot the direction vector of N square root 1 square plus 1 plus 4 plus 4 square root 16 plus 4 plus 25. So alpha equals to 4, 8, 18. 18 divided by square root 9 times 20, 45. 26.565. So the angle between P and N will be equals to 90 minus alpha. 63.4 degree. Okay, of course, some of you can use the sign instead. You straight away use sine alpha equals to that. Sine theta equals to that. Then you do sine inverse, you will get the same answer also. Next, hence find the area bounded by L, M, and N. So go back to the picture lah. This is your angle of 63.4. So how do we find? We find this length, then we use half AB sine secant already. Okay? Because they say hence, that means I need to use the angle. So what do? I find AB first. AB is equals to B minus A. Why do I want to find AB? Is because I need the length. So equals to 0 to 1. So length of AB is actually equals to square root of 2 square plus 1 square, which is square root 5. Okay, so going back to picture, you know that this part is square root 5. Then this part is also square root 5 because this is a isosceles triangle. This is a reflection. So this triangle area is the same as this triangle. Okay, so how do we find? So the area of triangle A prime B is just equals to half AB sine 63.4 Need to times 2, it's not 63.4 only. Is 63.434 times 2 is equal to 2 units. So far, okay, everyone? Did Farid join? Are you here, Farid?
Yeah.
Late also.
Oh, not many.
I start at 9 just now.
Yeah, I was here at 9.
No.
What?
Okay. Question 7. So you can see, actually the proving questions are actually shorter, not so tedious, but the application questions are pretty tedious. Okay, 7. Line 1 passes through AB. Line 2 explain why L1 and L2 are skew lines. So what you need to do, you have to find the equation of L1 first. So to find the equation of L1, you have to find your AB. AB is just B minus A. Okay, so L1 will have the equation R equals to 124 plus S. I write 231. I don't need to write the negative. So explain why this and this are skewed. So we assume they intersect first. Assume L1 and L2 intersect. Okay, then we will know that 1 plus 2S, 2 plus 3S, 4 plus S equal to 3 plus 6T minus 5 minus 7T and 2 plus 2T. Okay, then you can form your simultaneous equation. 2S minus 6T equals to 2. 3S plus 7T equals to negative 7. S minus 2T equals to minus 2. Then you say using GCE, there is no solution for S and T. So this means they will not intersect. And so they are skewed lines. Okay, next. Find an equation of the plane that includes the midpoint of AB and L2. So midpoint of AB will just be 1 minus 1 over 2, 2 minus 1 over 2, 4 plus 3 over 2, which is 0, half, 7 over 2. Okay, so to find the equation of the other plane, we need two direction vectors on the plane. So one of the direction vector come from L2, 6, negative 7, 2. We still need to find another direction vector. Another direction vector on plane. Okay, it will be equals to your, just take your this point, minus away the point on L2. That will give us -3, 11 over 2, and 3 over 2. Okay, so with this, we have two direction vector on the plane already. We can find the normal vector of plane. That will be equals to -3, 11 over 2, 3 over 2, cross the other direction vector. This will give us 11 plus 21 over 2. 11 plus 21 over 2, 43 over 2. 9 plus 6, 15. Last one, 21 minus 33. 21 minus 33, -12. Okay, so that's the normal vector of the plane. If you want to take out the half can, then this will be 43, 30, -24. So the equation of the plane will be equals to dot 43, 30, -24 equals to 43, 30, -24 dot a point on the plane. The easier number is 3, -5, 2. 129, 129 minus 150 minus 48, -69. Okay, next, the plane 1 has equation. This is part C already. The point C lies on L1 such that the full or perpendicular from C. So this is L1. This is your point C. This is your plane. The full or perpendicular here has a coordinate of 3, 1, 1. Find the coordinate of C. Okay, so what do we know? We know that this dotted line, we call it L. We call this point X. The line of CX. Okay, line of CX will be in the form of R equals to 311 plus lambda 275. Don't use lambda because got lambda and mu later. So we use P or alpha 275. Okay, so C is on this line and C is also on L1. So we find the intersection of line CX and line L1, which is 3 plus 2 alpha, 1 plus 7 alpha, 1 plus 5 alpha. This will be equals to the equation of line 1. Line 1 equation is what? 124231. 124 plus 2t, 3t, and t. Right. No, I use S, sorry. Okay, so over here we will have 2 alpha minus 2s equals to -2. Alpha minus s equals to -1. That's the first equation. The next equation, 7 alpha minus 3s equals to 1. And the last equation, 5 alpha minus s equals to 3. Okay, if you use your GC, you will know that I don't have GC with me now, so I know 4 alpha is actually 4. Alpha is actually equals to 1. then S is equals to 2. Okay, so from here we know that C has the coordinate of 1 plus 2s 5, 2 plus 3s 8, 4 plus s 6. Okay, so far good. Okay, part D. Find the value of lambda, hence find the acute angle between the plane list and line 1 does not intersect. I better write down line 1. Line 1 is what? 1, 2, 4 plus S. Okay, if line 1 and the second plane do not intersect, means we know that the direction vector of line is perpendicular to the normal vector of the plane. So we know 2, 3, 1 dot 3 negative 4 lambda must be equals to 0. 6 minus 12 plus lambda equals to 0. Lambda is actually equals to 6. Hence, find the acute angle between the plane. To find the acute angle between the plane, it is just the angle between the normal. So, cosine theta equals to 3 negative 4 6 dot 275 over square root of 9 plus 16 plus 36 square root of 4 plus 49 plus 25. So theta equals to 6, 8 divided by square root 2561 times 5378. Cosine inverse answer 83.3 degree. Okay, part E. If the distance between the second plane and L1 is 2 unit, find the exact value of mu. Okay, you always find the, let me see. So L1 is this line. You know that L1 and L2 will intersect already, so this is L1. So you know they are parallel to each other. Oh, shucks. Okay, so you know they are parallel to each other. So what the question wants is they want you to find it. They tell you that this length is actually 2 units. So when this kind of question comes, it's difficult or no longer possible for you to actually find the full or perpendicular, then find that why the algebra will be too complicated for you to do that. So what need to be done? We need to use the triangle. So first thing, choose a point on L1, and the easiest point to choose from L1 is actually 1, 2, 4. We call it A is A. Okay. Next, what do we need to do? We need to also choose a point on the second plane. So what is a good point to choose? 1/3 mu 0, 0. As many 0 as possible. We can call this M lah. Okay, so with these 2 points, once you found, you can see that a right angle triangle can be formed. Okay, and when a right angle triangle be formed, you know that you can find this direction vector, this direction vector. This is the angle that you can use. Okay, so let's take a look. So, first we find AM. AM is just 1/3 mu minus 1, -2, -4. Okay, so we know that we use cosine alpha is actually equals to 2 over the length of AM, adjacent over hypotenuse. And what is cosine alpha? Cosine alpha is actually AM dot the normal vector over the length of AM, the length of normal vector. Okay, so AM will cancel. So then we will have this 1/3 mu minus 1, -2, -4, dot the normal vector 3, -4, 6 over square root of 9 plus 16 plus 36 equals to 2. Okay, over here we will have mu minus 3 plus 8 minus 24 equals to 2 square root 25, 61. 2 square root 61. Okay, so over here will be mu minus 19. Okay, remember the modulus is there. So once you remove the modulus, it becomes 19 plus minus 2 square root 61. This is slightly more difficult lah, huh? Oh, okay lah.
This question, why you cannot divide by the unit, the magnitude to find distance from origin?
Because you don't have a formula to tell you how far the line is away from the origin, what? Normally we are finding the plane, what? Unless you can find the plane that contains L2 lah, L1. Understand or not? You can, but you have to find the plane that contains L1. The one to origin is the distance between two planes can be compared using the equation, what? But now you don't have the equation, what? You have a line and a plane, eh? How are you going to find how far your line is away from the origin? Do you know that? You don't know what? Oh, so yeah, this is the only way that you can do. And if you try to find a foot or perpendicular, your algebra will be super complicated until you don't feel like doing. Okay, so yeah, this is one way that you must know lah. Okay, I will try to finish up the last one. Then we will do the rest another time. Okay, question 8. A mining company has identified minerals below ground. Point these are defined this. The ground is modeled horizontal plane. Z is 0. The top surface of the mineral is modeled by this. Show that the Cartesian equation of the top surface. So to find the top surface, you need two direction vector. So AB, B minus A. That will give me 4, 10, and 8. Then next I find my BC. -6, 20, -60, minus 12, 14, minus 42. -18, 6, -18. So normal vector of top surface is just 4, 10, 8 cross -18. Actually, you can simplify. So crazy. 2, 5, 4. -3, 1, -3. -15. -4, -19. -12, -6. 2 plus 17. Okay, so the equation of the top will be r dot, this one, equals to this one dot a point 84 negative 50. This will give me negative 1026. I guess. I use the answer to see one. I'll be honest with you. So this will be negative 19x minus 6y plus 17 equals to negative. So 19x plus 6y. Okay. Find the acute angle between the ground and the top surface of the mineral. Okay, so for part B, what are you finding? You're actually finding the angle between two planes. So the angle between two planes is just the dot product of the two direction vector. So you got the normal vector. So you got the normal vector of the top surface. What is the normal vector of the ground? They tell you that the ground is a horizontal plane. So the normal vector of the ground is actually 0, 0, 1. Okay, so the angle is just cosine theta equals to negative 19, negative 6, 17 dot 0, 0, 1 over square root 19 square plus 6 square plus 17 square. So theta equals to 17 divided by square root 19 square plus 6 square plus 17 square. So sine inverse answer 49.5 degree. The minerals layers is found to be so thick. With the bottom surface model as top, find the Cartesian equation of the bottom surface. So now this is the top surface. Better draw nicely. Okay, this is the ground. Okay, this is the ground. This is the top surface. Okay, then the bottom surface is parallel. So the bottom surface look like that. So they tell you that this distance is 14 square root 14. Okay, so how to find the equation of the bottom? This is the distance also. Now we can find that. So what we need to do is we need to find the perpendicular distance of the plane. Let's say this is the origin. Okay, so this is the origin. So the perpendicular distance is what? Then we add this, we can find that. Okay, so first thing first, before we can do that, what do we need to do? We need to change it to unit vector. So the top equation is r dot negative 19 negative 6 17 equal to negative 1026. Okay, so we have to divide by the unit vector. So 19 square plus 6 square plus 17 square equals to square root 686. 686 is square root. Cannot. So when I do this, I need to do it to here as well. I think I change to positive. It's easier for you all to see. Change it to positive. Change positive. So this distance here is 1026 over square root 686. So the equation of the bottom is what? Will be r dot this. Since they are parallel, it will copy everything the same. Okay, but what do you need to do now? Over here, you need to add the 14 square root 14. Okay, because it is even further away from the top surface. So a bit of math. Now we multiply back square root 686 to make it nicer, okay? 1026 plus 14 square root 14 times square root 686. This is actually square root 7 square root 2. 686 is actually, 666 is actually square root 14 times 49. What nice number. Good. 14 times 14 times 49 plus 1026. 10630. So the bottom surface will be 19x plus 6y minus 17z equals to 10630. Understand? Why the next part bo liao ah? There's something missing here leh. Shit. Oh no, there's something missing here. Okay lah. Anyway, shouldn't do the next question already. Correct 14. Wrong. This one wrong. Sorry. This one wrong. Divided by 7. Sorry. This is 2398. Okay. If not, I will stop here. Let me pause everything first.